And here are some pictures that you sent to our eyewitness portal. First is this one from Odebolu local government area in Ogun State, which shows a collapsed bridge. Our eyewitness reporter says this bridge has collapsed since September 2011, and he also says it has deprived 15 communities access to major amenities. The next picture shows a blocked drain at Umpo local government area in Anambra State. Our eyewitness reporter is asking relevant authorities to clear the blockage. And finally, from Abulimon local government area in Port Harcourt, River State, is this picture of a refuse dump. Our eyewitness reporter says it has been neglected for too long, and he's concerned about the health implication of environmental pollution caused by the refuse in the area. Thank you for sending in your photographs. Please keep them coming. The United States Vice President says America will stand by the Nigerian people in the desire for credible and peaceful elections. Mr. Joe Biden, who has been interacting with two presidential candidates for Nigeria's 2015 general elections, believes the peace accord signed in mid-January by President Goodluck Jonathan and General Muhammadu Buhari as a show of their commitment to non-violence through the elections. He, however, expressed concern over the violence during some recent election-related events in the country and reiterated the need for both candidates to make clear that such violence has no place in a democratic process. He also says the United States supports the Nigerian Independent National Electoral Commission in its efforts to deliver free, fair, and credible elections. Earlier in the year, the U.S. Secretary of State, John Kerry, was in Nigeria, where he held separate meetings with the President and General Buhari on the same issue. Meanwhile, less than 2 weeks to the election, members of the APC in River State have again accused the police command in the state of being partisan. This time, a crowd of protesters stormed the gates of the police command to express their grouse over what they call the undue arrests and intimidation of members of the party in the state. Our correspondent, Emmanuel Erei, reports.
Hundreds of APC supporters stormed the streets of Port Harcourt, the River State capital. The protesters say they are aggrieved over the constant harassment and arrest of their members by the police in the state. In that mode, they marched to the Rivers Police Command to register their grievance, chanting solidarity songs.
The failure of the police to perform their constitutional duty to protect everybody. The case of Okrika is well known to everybody. It's well known to everybody as we speak. Not one person has been arrested.
While that was going on, the CP calls for calm and demanded for a meeting with some of the protesters in his office.
Our appeal this morning is that the police should protect all of us. We are all Nigerians. The fact that we belong to a political party does not make us less Nigerians. And we know that it's only the police that can offer everybody protection.
The CP says his command will not turn a blind eye to criminal activities for the sake of politics.
The police is for everybody. We cannot control us. I'm not expecting this. And I said that we will rest, we will open this place. We wait for when no people will open it. But I'll tell you, the rest of us, let us not always look at things that people that are criminal, and the police will not protect because when it's strong.
With the elections being for next weekend, this crowd of protesters say only a level playing ground will do for them. A call they hope the police and other security agencies will help provide to avert any possible breakdown of law and order during the elections. Emmanuel Erei, Channels Television News.
A federal high court in Abuja has reserved ruling till March the 23rd to decide whether it has jurisdiction to hear the suit filed by one Chukwuemeka Okafor and Donald Dalmamuba, challenging the eligibility of retired General Muhammadu Buhari to contest the 2015 general elections. On the same date, Justice Adeni Ademola will also rule on a request by the plaintiff to consolidate all the applications in the lawsuit. Our correspondent, Amaka Okafor, has more details.
At the resumed hearing of two suits filed by Chukwuemeka Okafor and Donald Damiba, their lawyer, Chief Mike Ozokome, told the court that he had received a number of preliminary objections and applications for joiner in the suit. He, however, asked the court for accelerated hearing in view of the fact that the general elections are barely a week away. According to him, the court should consolidate all applications in the suit and decide on it together with the substantive suit.
My application to the court today, which we have been arguing, is that as held by various courts, the Senate President and Zeribe, in Inakoji and Adeleke, in Japalong and Dalie, that the court should take in one fell swoop both the originating summons and all the preliminary objections on jurisdiction, so that it can arrive at a decision.
The lawyer to the All Progressive Congress, Chief Wale Olanipeku, and that of General Muhammadu Buhari, Mr. Lateef Fagbemi, were quick to reject the application. According to them, there are conditions precedent to the hearing and determination of a suit. They also argued that it is not a must in law that a pre-election matter must be determined before the said election.
It was not meant, what he said was not on the cost list today, the position he took. And that was why we objected. Not that we want to delay any matter, but we are saying and we are insisting and we are submitting as lawyers that things should be done properly, and the law is there. The plaintiff has a right to approach the court, but the defendant also has a right to be brought to court via the proper procedure. If that has not been done, we all know and appreciate the fact that service is a very important and fundamental aspect of a case. And unless there is service or proper service, the case cannot progress.
Having listened to all parties, Justice Adeni Ademola adjourned to the 23rd of March to rule on the application. Amaka Okafor, Channels Television News.
Still ahead on the news at 10. The battle for final 2 tickets heats up in the Channel's Kids Cup competition as it enters crucial stages. That's in sports news. Please stay with us.